Okay, here is a palette full of paint, unused paint, and sometimes I do what is called, or what I'll call, at the end of the day painting. And what I do is I just grab a board and whatever paint is left, and I create something if with what's there. If nothing else, it's just another exercise in moving paint around. So the colors, I just use whatever I have, like Picasso says, when I don't have red, I use blue, or we said something like that. So I guess what I'm going to say is when I don't have something, I just grab something else. All right, so to start, I'm just going to grab a big brush and perhaps some blue and just scrub it around. I already have a something, whatever that is. Maybe I'll give it some orange. That'll teach it. Outline it with some red. Yeah, we're rolling now. Maybe some thinner. Really get that paint slicking along. And I am using yet another piece of primed 1/8" masonite as my painting board. That is what I primarily use. I really like the smoothness. You can see I don't have any canvas dragging me down. All right, so there we have it. Oh, I got all this raw umber. What am I going to do with that? I don't know. Looks like some more thinner to the rescue. Maybe get a little horizontal action here. Let's see, scrape. Where's our scraping tool? We'll take a... Doesn't work so well because the paint thinner just fills back into spaces, but as it's drying, it sort of works. All right, what else we got here? We got some cobalt blue. We can put that up here, darken our sky. Aren't we having fun yet? See, this is just sort of coming up with something out of nothing. And I'm painting sort of wild and free. And, oh, here's some white. I guess we got to use some white. But if we're going to use white, I may as well put some yellow and orange in it. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, making everything green. Smoothing things out a little bit. Just using this one big brush here. Put a little blue in the foreground, maybe. Back to the raw umber. In fact, I'm going to mix the raw umber and the cobalt blue into a nice dark color. So I guess what I'm coming up with here is a very expressionistic landscape. Okay, I'm almost out of color, so I got to do something drastic here. Again, gonna pile on some white to lighten up some of these areas where the light is filtering through the trees. Oh yeah, it's picking up some of that cobalt blue. Just keep blending, just keep Just keep moving. Now you may see that I go in a lot of the same direction right here when I'm trying to blend, but I never leave it like that. I always come back and break up those brush strokes. I don't want everything to look like I did all this regular pattern work here. I want to break it up and make it interesting. All right, I don't know what it is yet, but we're getting there. Okay, and I got some red here, so looks like I'm just gonna pile that in there too. I'm gonna do some of that light down here. Okay. And let's see, we got that, try to get a little purple going on here. There we go. All right, so let's see, what else do I have? Let's clean off this brush a little bit. But the only color I have left is orange and white. So I'm going to stir those together, place those here and there. All these colors stirring together. Believe it or not, this is a little normal. This is a little bit more normal than some of my end of the day paintings, where things end up being somewhat more psychedelically colored, you know, pink trees and yellow skies and red water and, you know, nonsense. So if anything, this is actually seems a little bit more normal, if we can call it that, than what I've been doing. All right, so we got all those crazy colors happening. It almost looks like light filtering through, doesn't it? Okay. Still got orange and white, so here's a little bit more. And I'm going to use that to suggest a few wayward clouds up here. Okay, rough up the foreground a little bit. Gray it out. Make it sort of subdued. All right, now the only color I really have left is this raw umber, so I'm going to clean up my brush. Oops. Get a little thinner, get that raw umber fired up, and I'm just going to darken up whatever is here to try to make it stand out against the background a little bit better. Now, normally when I do an end of the day painting, I don't allow myself to add any paint to the palette, but you know, this is coming along all right. So I think I'm going to have to cheat and add some more raw umber because I need a little more. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get away with it. But I'm losing my dark, and I do want these bits to be really dark. So Something like that. Let's see if we can squeeze any more dark out of this. Because I want to put my, yeah, we got some blue in it. I want to put a few trunks in here. Something like that. And it looks like I've sort of run out of paint everywhere, so I'll just do whatever I have left. I'll just do with this little rubber tool. I'll try to scratch in some light limbs, try to make some sense of it all. There we are. And then we'll do some upright textural elements here. All right, I'm gonna lose some of them. Lose the ones back here. And then I just can't help myself. I'm gonna have to, oh, let's see, maybe add some black, which of course I can't find because I never have it out. So I just grab some burnt umber. Take a small brush. And try to come back here and put some other limbs. It really would work better after the paint is dry, but you see, that's not the point of it, of an end of the day painting. The end of the day painting is to just clean off your palette, have a little fun, practice your brush strokes. Okay, then I'll just use some of this umber to suggest some foreground brush. And then once again, where's that tool? Scratch a few things in there. And then, oh, again, cheating. Just can't resist putting a little orange in that sky. And actually, if I can find a palette knife, which again, one of those tools I rarely use. I wandered off. I said palette knife is one of those tools I rarely use. And so I'm not having any luck. So just bear with me. Ah, here we go. Here we go. So I'm just gonna take some orange paint and I'm just gonna kind of try to slather it on a little bit. Okay, a little bit more of a strong light effect here and there. I do not like working with palette knife. I don't know why people find it so appealing, but I'm giving it a try, folks. I'm giving it a try. But you know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'll end up doing. I'll end up brushing it out. But that's the way life is. See, I'm really trying to like it. I'm trying. I just don't see the thrill of it. Ah. And of course, as I said, I just don't really care for the texture, so I got a brush and I'm not afraid to use it. Gonna smooth that out real nice like it should be, like a normal painting. All right, almost done. Pull that orange up a little higher into the sky. Maybe bounce off those bottoms of those clouds. Now, isn't this a lot more fun than just throwing your paint in the trash? And then just, okay, one more little squeeze out of the orange paint because I just want to go ahead and do these little areas where the paint where the light filters through the openings in the trees. Yeah, I'm getting happy. I'm getting happy. Okay. And of course we might just dash a little bit of this orange in the foreground. A little odd light filtering through here and there. Maybe on the tops of some of these bits of brush. All right, just a little bit more smoothing out here and there of these wayward brush strokes. And another pass through, trying to get these limbs back in. Again, it's almost impossible to do this with the paint being so wet, but you just don't give up. Just keep trying. And once again, a slightly smaller brush. All right, there you go, folks. Something from nothing.